Should I start now? Hello.
Suruchi, you can go ahead.
Okay. Then Krishna, share your screen. We will solve tomorrow's problem. Yesterday's problem. It has solved at my end. It will take only 1 minute to solve it at your end. And I will tell you the AD.NET interview questions and about
Hey, Suruchi,
AD.NET.
give me a second.
And I'm bringing water. I'm just coming in a minute. Okay. Go to default.aspx.cs where the code was written, or about.aspx. Where was the code was written? I think about.aspx it is. If you go to view code of about.aspx. Yes. So why it is coming? First, we no need to write 0. We need to write the name of the string, then only it will come. So remove 0. Line number 18. Connection strings 0, where 0 is written. Go to web.config. Go to web.config. Just copy this add name line after connection strings. Google DEO connection string. This copy this. Only the Google DEO, not the add name, only the Google DEO. Google DEO connection string, only there, that one. Put instead of 0. Put it instead of 0. In double quotes. Double quotes. One double quote in the end. One double quote in the end. Yes. Now come to line number 21. Line number 21. Press enter. Write maker.close. Maker.close. two brackets. Now, before line number 27, just put DA dot line number 26. Just put DA dot select command. Select command. Not a select command. DA dot select command. Yes, tab it. Tab it. Press tab. Try to run it. It should work. Otherwise, one more statement I will put, which was I think that is not required. It will run now. Just run it now. Continue. Press continue. Just remove trust server certificate. Go there. Just remove trust server certificate in the web.config. Go scroll horizontally. Stop debug. Scroll horizontally and stop debug. More. Yeah, this one. Now run it. And remove the semicolon also. After that, remove that semicolon also. I think that will also. Just remove the semicolon also. Yes, now run it. Yes, run it. So your problem is solved. Okay, both the records have come. Only the designing is not great. Okay. Hello. You understood?
Yes,
Yeah,
ma'am.
Suraj.
Yeah. So what is, can you bring the code so that I can understand you step by step what it is, what we have done? Can you share, just go to code first. So first I access the connection string. Okay, any, if you don't have the grid view with SQL data source, then you do by this code. This is called ADO.NET. ADO.NET full form is active data x object. Active data x object. Okay, and data table is disconnected. Data table is disconnected form. So disconnected form is ADO.NET, and ADO is data reader. Instead of, if we could have written data reader now, so that is connected form. Okay, and data adapter creates a bridge between data table and the data source. Data table and data source. We have written line number 27 now. We are filling the data table and the data source. So that means it is creating a bridge. It is creating a bridge of communication. And if you see line number 25, line number 25 is saying SQL command we use for crude operations. Crude operations and select, insert, update. You will put whole commands here only. Here we have put select command, then you can put, if it is insert, then you put insert. And in da.select command I have used, but in case of insert you use cmd.execute non-query. Okay, in line number 26 you will put only cmd.execute non-query. Okay, and it is necessary to open and close connection, for otherwise the error will come. Okay, and data reader and data table are the most important parts of this ADO.NET. Okay, data reader, data table. Okay, so these are the important questions. Most probably people ask about data reader and data table. So you need to say data reader is a connected from form of architecture, and data table is a disconnected. This is the most popular question in ADO.NET. Data table and data reader. Okay. Hello. Hello. Hello.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. Okay. So these are the questions. Now we will make one .NET Core application, and I will tell you some .NET Core questions, and rest questions you can study from. I will be sharing one interview video. Okay. It has 25 interview questions. I can't take 25 interview questions. Rest you can understand from them. That is very easy. uh, I have already. I'll give you some important questions. Most probably from them 5 to 6 questions come. I'm just giving you that interview video because later on you need to give interviews. So you should know these 25 interview questions. These are popular 25 interview questions. Okay. And I would like to say, like, you should go for juniors. You, as you are freshers and non-technical background, you should go for juniors till MVC. So tell how to plan up for the interview. Just say web form and MVC core. Just say web form and MVC core, so that you not uh, and you can say beginner in MVC core, uh, more expert in web form, and beginner in MVC core, so that you would not have been asked much questions. Okay. So try to prepare your resume like that. Okay. So now open one Visual Studio, new window, Visual Studio. Create a new project. Click on .NET Core application. Last one, fourth number. Yes. Click on next. Click on next. Next. Press next. Press create. So this process, like you are getting auto generated code. So a very important question comes in the interview. What is scaffolding? You are getting automatic pages, all these things. So this is known as scaffolding. Okay, auto generated code. So that is called scaffolding. Okay. So you just open pages. In the solution explorer there is pages folder, yellow color. Yes, this one. Just expand this. So open this page, index.cshtml. Okay, and just now run it. Just now run it. So you are seeing there is little bit code in this. So this means scaffolding. Okay. And you can expand index.cshtml also. Expand cshtml also. This page only, click on beak. Click on beak index.cshtml. Yes. This is cs file, .cs file, code behind file. Click on this file. Okay, so this click on line number 8. Just put a cursor, click on line number 8. This is how you declare any dependency injection. Okay, so this is a dependency injection. Line number 10 is a dependency injection, that is constructor injection. Constructor means there is always a question comes. Constructor name should be same as class, and constructor is used for initialization of the object. Okay, so index model is the same name we are using, and we are doing dependency injection. Okay, so now run it. Click on green button, HTTPS. This one, yes. Click on this. Okay, press OK. Press yes. It is not required, I think. Just press yes. Yes. Press yes. See it worked or not. Just maximize these files. Maximize this code. Just stop debug. Stop debug. I think you press next to HTTPS. There is a green button, na? Not HTTPS. Green button you run. Yeah, this one. Press this. Advance. Press advance. Advance. Which below advance. Yes. Go down. Go down. So we have done okay. SSL certificate. Can you do one thing? Hide advance localhost. Just press refresh. Just press. Just write HTTP. HTTP instead of HTTP. HTTPS. Just write HTTP. Choose it. Okay. So then I think we need to install SSL certificate. Then only it will go. Go there. I think we need to create the application again because we have set SSL certificate now. So we need to create the. Can you create the application again once again? Next, create. Yes. Now just run it. Now just run it. It is opening the server, just it will take time. Web server is, see below, web server is coming. Go to that application, it is not this application. Go to that application. Still uh, uh, going on, following port is on port. So can you just close old application? Just close old application. Let me do at my end. Let me create at my end. Okay. I'm sharing my screen. So this is Visual Studio 2019. I'm just closing this. Click on this. Mm, Share me in WhatsApp this application I'm doing right now, doing MVC application. Hello. Hello, am I?
Yeah, Suresh, you're audible.
Yeah, so can you share me that application in WhatsApp so that I will run it here?
Suresh, give me a sec.
So this is an MVC application. These are controllers. These are controllers. These are models. MVC means model view controller. Model view controller. Here is a code CS. See. These are your action results. These are your action results. And these are your view results. Okay. Understood? These are view results and these are your action results. And this is controller. Okay. In global.asx, your routes are defined, your bundles are defined. Bundles means this content. Bundles mean this content. Okay. And routing, where is routing is defined? Just click on here, click on go to definition. This is your route config file. Route config file carries your all the routes. Routing means, let me show you what is routing. It is saying open home page, open home page and call action index. So index action it is calling this action. This index section it is calling. Okay. Understood?
Yeah, Suresh.
Yeah, so these are the questions which are asked. Normally, routing comes. Normally in MVC, routing question asked. Just remember this code. I can ask this question tomorrow because this is a very important question. Okay, just note down this question because this is very important question. And how routes are mentioned and which in which file it is mentioned. Okay. So this is how your MVC application runs. So if I click on home is your action, home is your controller, so home is your controller, and about is your action. About is your action. See, here is action now. About is your action. So about is your action. Home is your controller. About is your action. And here I think no ID is here. Okay. So if I could have written here, let me suppose stop debugging. So if I can pass int ID here and either here I will write ID. Okay. Okay. Now let's run in this. Here what I will, ID is not passed, so I will write 1 here. Now it will run because I have put ID here. I am asking for this parameter. Okay, so if it is saying this is optional, so this is required or not required. In case you are passing here, then it is required. Okay, understood? Hello?
Yeah, Suraj.
Okay, same in view bag. View bag is the, like here we are passing data in it. That message should be displayed. Okay, see here, this message is getting displayed now. So it stores the value. So view bag is dynamic. And it, it is a reflection. It is part of the reflection. And view bag does not require typecasting. View bag does not require typecasting, but view data requires typecasting. These are in MVC. We pass data by view bag, view data, temp data, and this. Okay, session is when you log in any application, then session is managed. Okay, so session is that view temp data is when you are passing from, suppose this is one controller, I will make one more controller here. Suppose I make one more controller here. Add new. Give this number. Okay. Like this, you create a controller. So suppose your calling has made one more controller. So from controller to controller, temp data works. Okay, or action to action. From this action to this action, but your temp data works. And from action to view, this action to view here. See, view bag is there na, in view. This is view. So action to view, your view bag and view data works. So this is the most important question of the MVC. How data is passed, view bag, view data, temp data, and session. The exam, if you know these 4 things, then your interview will be cleared. And view data and view bag, you should know the difference. And something about temp data. Okay, so these are the things you should remember. Remember routing, how to do routing, just remember the code. Remember bundling, something like I told you, global.asx. Global.asx keeps the information about the routes and bundles. Okay, and these action, and there is also one more important question: how many types of view result? So this is view result. Then comes the, if we need to return, here I am returning ID. If I need to return JSN, so it is JSN result. Okay. Now if I need to return file, then it is file result. If I am returning empty data, then it is empty result. So there are almost 12 view results. So if you tell almost 5, then it is fine. Okay. Understood? Hello?
Yeah, Suraj.
Yeah, so these are the important questions of MVC. I told you the important questions of .NET. .NET important questions are page lifecycle, state management, server and HTML controls, and connection string. Plus ADO.NET is the important data table and the data reader disconnected. and connected. That is the important question. Now MVC, something they will ask, MVC architecture. So model view controller user, you should say in these separation of concerns is there. A developer, three developers can work together. One can work on model, one can work on view, one can work on controller. Okay, so separation of concerns is there. Plus here it is in this MVC, there is no view state. View state, we have used view state now. In this, there is no view state and it is very light in weight. Light in weight. And in this, razor code is used. This is razor code. This is razor code. Okay, this is at the rate. This is razor code. Okay, at the rate is the razor code. Okay, now can you open the Krishna? Can you share your screen? I will just tell what is difference between .NET Core application and that, and I will share you one .NET Core application tomorrow. Just share your screen, and I will let you know what is difference between .NET Core and MVC application. Share your screen. Open program.cs. Open program.cs last file. Program.cs is the main file of the MV of the .NET Core. Okay. Services are required for the configuring the services. Okay. Now go down. In this screen only, in this code only. Okay, here there is no. Can you write here just line number 15? Line number 15. Write app.use middleware. Yeah. So why? What is middleware? This is a very important question. If you go 15 years experience also na middleware, they will ask about middleware. What is a middleware? Okay. So middleware is a custom logic which you are inserting while sending the request. Okay, it can be a error logic, it can be a image logic, or it can be a server logic. Okay, now just remove this code. Okay, I'm just telling you, or if your interviewer is not getting what is it is, just say it is a pipeline. It is a pipeline. Okay. Now www root, open www root, where globe is there in yes. So here your all CSS files, JS files, lib files are there. All the files are there, and your application would be once it is published, it will be hosted here. Okay, your application will be put here. Now click on dependencies, expand dependencies, up, above properties. Properties need below connected services in this solution as well. Yes. So in this, what is the difference between .NET Core, MVC, and web forms? In case of dependencies, here are DLL files. Miniature code is here. If you expand frameworks, it is a very miniature code. It is very light in weight. Plus here program.cs file is the entry point. Startup file is the entry point. Okay. Then this is .NET Framework 8. This is .NET Framework 8. Okay. In case of .NET Framework 7. What is the difference between .NET Framework 7 and 8? We used to use startup.cs file. Startup.cs file is the main entry point in the .NET Core. In the .NET Core, it is the main entry point. But in the .NET Framework 8, program.cs is the main entry file. Okay, your all things first first we used to declare all the things in startup.cs, but in .NET Framework 8 we declare all the things in program.cs. Okay, and also .NET Core is cross platform, means it runs on Linux, Windows, Mac. Okay, so speak about cross platform. Plus it is cloud oriented, and it is very less complicated, and also it is highly good in performance. These are the four to five difference you should know about .NET Core. And dependency injection, there are three types of dependency injection. You just know the name of the, because you are the beginner, so just remember the name: transient, scoped, and singleton. Transient, scoped, and singleton. I'm not telling you further because you will get confused. Okay, because I have not touched that. Okay, then single, I'm just give you one line. Singleton, as the name is telling, only one instance, only one instance. And in transient, per request, many instances. And in case of scope, no, the, uh, yes, and in case of scope, it is per request per instance. In case of transient, it is per request many instances, and in case of scoped, it is per request per instance. Okay, that is a very important question. If you go higher in experience, like mine experience, 10 years experience, you should know a dependency injection, these three life cycles: transient, scope, and singleton. Okay, then comes the objection pooling. Object pooling means your objects are created and you can reuse them, and same is connection pooling. So you can reuse the connection. Okay, so, and if you go for any patterns, you should go for this factory pattern, or pattern means your modules are independently running, means they are contained in containers. Okay, okay, and there is a principle where on which an interview question has been asked: 5 solid principles. So, like you see this file program.cs, it is the main entry point. So it is discussing for the main entry point only. It is speaking about this definition only. So single responsibility means it should stay on that definition only, single definition only. Multiple code should not be there. Okay. Now the second is open close principle, means it is open for extension and it is not open for modification. After testing, it is open for extension but not for modification. Like you do versioning. You do versioning now, your new code has come, or software. So that means open close principle. This is the most important question. 5 solid principles. Okay, this is the most important question. So first is single responsibility principle, then open close principle, then comes the list of substitution principle. Okay, you are understanding? Hello, 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 please.
Yes, Suruchi.
Yeah. So the third principle is Liskov substitution principle. Liskov substitution principle is inheritance. Inheritance means parent-child relationship. So parent class is base class and child is derived class. So means derived classes are inheritable from parent classes. Okay, that means Liskov substitution principle. Okay, then comes the interface segregation principle. That means relevant interfaces should be used, which your client tells or which your application says your interfaces are required. Only use those interfaces. Okay, and the fifth is dependency inversion principle. Dependency inversion principles. Higher modules in every application. There are lot of modules. There are higher modules and there are lower modules. So no module should be dependent on each other. So higher modules should not depend on lower modules, and there will be some abstraction should be there. Abstraction means show what is necessary. That is only we would be showing. Okay. Okay. So there are four, and the when any person starts with C sharp, when any person starts with C sharp, it asks four pillars of OOPS. So four pillars of OOPS is encapsulation, abstraction, polymorphism, inheritance. This is the very first question in any interview will be asked. Okay, so remember this very first question to put the impression. Okay, so encapsulation means your your class is hidden. It is not shown outside to the world. Like you put all the things in the bag. Your all things in the bag are not visible to others. So that is encapsulation. Okay. Then polymorphism. You are students here in my class, and in your company you are employees. So you have many forms and many behavior. Okay, class having many forms. That is poly. Okay. Then comes abstraction. So abstraction I already told you. Show what is necessary. Show what is necessary. Okay. And then comes the inheritance. So I told you parent-child relationship. Okay, parent-child relationship. Now last interview question that is also very important. I'm telling you, that is abstract classes and interfaces. In interfaces, just remember all the signatures are public. All the signatures are public, and with abstract classes we can do we can't do multiple inheritance, and with interfaces I can do multiple inheritance. That is the big difference between abstract classes and interfaces. Okay, so these are the things you should remember. So if you go in any in .NET interview class, in .NET interview, you will be asked page life cycle, state management, then view state, then ADO.NET, then MVC architecture, then OOPS concept, 5 solid principles, and .NET Core. What is why .NET Core is famous? Then you should say cross-platform. So these are the important questions, and one is middleware, and this last one is six dependency injection. So you should remember these 6 to 8 questions in if you want to clear any interview questions. Okay, I'll write these parts. So remember these parts, these 6 to 8 questions. Be ready whenever you go in any interview. Okay, got it?
O- Okay, Suruchi. Yeah.
And try to prepare your good. Tell me about yourself. So be prepared with tomorrow with good. Tell me about yourself. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm ramping up the class. Okay.
Okay, Suraj. Yeah.
Yeah, and I would be sharing tomorrow a .NET Core because I think in my I need to install .NET Core, so I would be then sharing .NET Core application with you. Okay, in the WhatsApp. Then you can run in
Yes.
Visual Studio. We will run it tomorrow, and we will have mock-up interviews. Okay.
Okay, Suraj.